as a party. And I also heard that the lawyer that he did not brief is representing him. He does not know this lawyer. He didn't give this lawyer authority to represent APGA. He now briefed us to represent him. So when we came to court today, the learned Sikh announced as representing APGA. And we said no, that the learned Sikh cannot represent APGA because the national chairman of APGA has instructed us to represent APGA. He can represent other class of respondents who are not objecting to his presentation.
There are 3 lawyers as it is appearing for APGA. One filed processes, the other one come in the next week, announced process, announced appearance with another team. Another lawyer came, announced appearance, letter of instruction. So we do not know the proper person who is representing APGA, and until that is resolved, the matter, I fear, may not go on.
The UN Secretary-General, Mr. Ban Ki-moon, says he's shocked and saddened at the reports of high numbers of civilians killed and homes destroyed as a result of the clash between security agents and insurgents in Baga, Borno State, northeast Nigeria. In a statement from the UN office, Mr. Ban expressed his condolences to the bereaved families and then called on all extremist groups to cease their attacks. He reiterated his firm conviction that no objective sword can justify this resort of violence, and he underscored the need for all concerned to fully respect human rights and safeguard the lives of civilians. We'll take a break now, and when we come back, a news track. Participants at the Maritime Security Conference in Lagos seek more efforts to curb crime on Nigerian waters.
And agriculture in Abia State gets a boost.
Please stay with us.
The exciting moments of the channel's National Kids Cup are here again as Season 5 begins. This year's edition is bigger and better as only 4 winners from Lagos will slug it out with 12 emerging champions from other states across the nation. Only schools in Lagos are required to pick up their forms for the Lagos preliminaries at the channel's corporate headquarters in Sherry North free of charge. Entry for the competition closes on April the 26th. For more details, call Irene on 0802 528 0149, Nodi on 0803 468 4579, Ola on 0803 477 4833. Channel's National Kids Cup, catching them young.
Glad to have you back as you're watching News Track. All our sub-stories and other programs can be found on our website, channelstv.com, and on youtube.com/channelsweb.
If you are on the go, you can log on to m.channelstv.com to view us live on your iPad, iPhone, and BlackBerry. And don't forget, you can download the Channels Television app on your Android and Nokia 920 devices. 500 youths in Abia State have been employed following the handover of the state oil palm estate in Ukwa East local government area to a private firm. The oil palm business is a result of the Back to Land legacy projects of the late Premier of the Old Eastern Region, Sir Michael Okpara, which has been abandoned over the years. Abia State Governor Mr. Theodore Orji said the strategy has been adopted to promote efficiency in public venture partnership in collaboration with local communities.
In keeping to its promise of prioritizing agriculture, the Abia State government is partnering with a private firm, Shanid Holdings, to bring back life to the Abia Palm Estate. The signing ceremony officially seals the deal. The state government believes that its latest move would enhance the growth of the agri sector and create wealth for the state.
The money will come to you, part of government, come to them and come to us, and we'll use it to develop the whole of Abia State. Starting with this place. Aside the company, you go back to square one, no job. You go back to square one. As the company is expanding, now you are 500. By next year, you get up to 1,000. And so, many people, and this is the catchment area. They are not coming to Bende. or somewhere to recruit people. They'll first of all recruit people from this locality.
Very honoured and grateful for the opportunity to work with you people, to help grow this fantastic estate, and we're committed to its growth and the growth of the communities.
Work has already begun at the space of Women. 500 youths from the local government area are already benefiting from the project, while many more expect to be employed in the coming years.
Challenges to security on West African waters will continue unless leaders exercise the political will to stop it. Discussants at a maritime conference in Lagos, Nigeria over the weekend say though concerted efforts is necessary, most of the work has to be done by all countries involved. Our correspondent, Maritime Security, reports.
Crime on the Gulf of Guinea and other Nigerian waters and West African waters runs into several millions of dollars in losses. Opening the discussions, Nigeria's Chief of Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Dede Ezoba, and other speakers outlined the challenges to maritime security for Nigeria and the rest of the West African neighbors. They mentioned piracy and sea robbery as the biggest problems.
Others include weak regulatory institutions and legal frameworks on account of non-domestication of international rules and conventions as stated to by governments. Crude oil theft, unreported and unregulated fishing and poaching, drug and human trafficking and proliferation of small arms and light weapons are equally issues of serious concern.
Gloomy as the pictures may seem, other stakeholders point out that the regional governments such as Nigeria are not sitting on their hands but working just as hard to control the issue, even using lessons learned from their experience in the Gulf of Aden.
For the domestic regime, we have the Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency Act 2007, the Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency, NIMASA, is the regulator of the Nigerian maritime industry. And they have been working with the Navy, and I think other military institutions in the country to try to combat this.
This success is really due to a combination of four factors. The first, I would say, is the international naval patrols in the area, and their increasing collaboration between each patrol to protect merchant shipping and apprehend pirates. The second is the shipping industry's implementation of best management practices, which, as you know, are the guidelines detailing methods of protecting a vessel from attack.
They all agree the challenges to maritime safety on the Gulf of Aden were resolved with international help. But for the Gulf of Guinea, they emphasize that regional governments must show commitment with maritime laws and cooperation with one another and the international community. It is easy to sit in a comfortable environment to discuss the way forward, but commitments will only be seen when implementation of recommendations begin. Amarachi Ubani, Channel Television News.
Well, a couple from Oxford have been convicted of attempting to pass off a Nigerian baby as their own so they could bring the child back to the UK. They were found guilty of breach of immigration laws following a joint Border Force and Metropolitan Police Service investigation. The couple, Gladys Efa Heap and Simon Heap, both of Waynflete Road in Headington, flew out to Nigeria in July of 2010. They later went to the British High Commission in Lagos, where they applied for a British passport for the baby girl, claiming that Mrs. Efa Heap had given birth within days of them arriving in Nigeria. However, staff became suspicious, and a DNA test later confirmed that neither adult was related to the child. A birth certificate they had presented was also found to be fraudulent. During a hearing at Isleworth Crown Court on Tuesday, April the 16th, the couple pleaded guilty and were sentenced to 12 months in prison and 250 hours of community service.
It's UNESCO World Book and Copyright Day, and Nigeria is joining 195 other countries to celebrate the day. However, most libraries here in the country are either underfunded or lack the necessary upgrades required to encourage patronage. This report takes a look at the state of libraries in the country, with a view to raising awareness to improve the reading culture of Nigerians.
Reading is self-education. It is the process that develops the mind which in turn develops the nation when put to positive use.
This is a moment to promote the culture of reading and writing in African society. And we believe that